And since recently people are identifying me as more as male and using male pronouns, it's great. But like, there's sometimes I'll get they pronouns or they don't know. So I'm going to a family event which happens to be a black tie event, and I did not know the etiquette or I don't know rules of menswear or fancy wear or professionalism wear. I'm more of a Forever 21 whore. Get me a printed short sleeve shirt, button down. I'm good to go. But I actually have to go get it. I had to go get a jacket. Like suits are super expensive, um, so I didn't know that you can't get a jacket one color and get pants that match if it's not a suit like a piece together. I mean, maybe I live underneath a rock and everybody else knows and I just don't. It's just you don't do that. So I got a black jacket and then I got gray pants. I went around a few stores. Like I went to H&M, but like a relative of mine insisted that I know I'm an adult. I should spend money on invest on a good jacket for like interviews or if I have any dining things or professional situations. You should always have a good quality jacket. At least spend like $150 on it or something like that, like a wool jacket. So I went to Macy's with like my best friend, and the guy, I'm not sure if it's because he didn't realize, like he didn't looked at me and thought I was trans, didn't like me because I was black, didn't like me because I looked like a lesbian, or he just looked at me like, you're poor, what are you doing here? But he did not want anything to do with me. He measured me, but he was like very like hesitant. My friend helps by using male pronouns, but he wasn't very helpful, made me highly uncomfortable. And even though we were going to all these stores in the mall, like after that experience, I was done. I'm like, I just want to go home. So we did. And then later on in the week, I went back to out looking for this jacket. I got pants from like H&M, some cheap pants. Love them though. But end up going to a men's warehouse, and the guy there, he was pretty chill. Like I hate to say this, he was a black guy like me, but I was like, fuck, because I've also experienced more like toxic masculinity from other minorities more than white people recently. So I was kind of worried how he was going to interact with me, but he looked at me. He's like, "You look like a kid. You probably can't afford a lot of these things." But he like sized me up. He wasn't hesitant at all. He's like, "Hey, how are you doing?" Directed me to the clearance side. Picked out some jackets. I thought about it, like, let me go contact my like uncle. I'll come back later in the week or something like that, or come back later today. So I ended up going to like Nordstrom. I saw these things I didn't like. Like I'm gonna go back to that guy because I was comfortable with him. So I went back and he helped me and his coworker. I think it was actually his supervisor. Were very helpful. Like they got me, they sized me up, helped me get a jacket, got me pants. Because I had black pants and the jacket was black. So then they helped me like, no, you need charcoal pants. Um, Measured me and everything. It just made me very comfortable. Like and he like the guy, his name was Rob. He was really cool. He was like, "Do you have a card with us? Have you ever shopped with us?" I'm like, "Yeah, I have a membership card with you guys, but I only got like a bow tie or something." But I'm like, "Is there anything a different name?" He's like, "Oh, okay. What's the phone number?" So he looked me up at the phone number and he saw the name, but since I'm not comfortable yet telling you guys my name or my birth name or my dead name, but it's one of those names where it can easily be either, if you don't read it correctly, you can read it the male way of name or the female version of the name. He saw it as the male version of the name. And he came over to me and was like, "What's the new name?" And I'm like, "Liam." And he's like, "Why did you change your name?" I'm like, "Transgender." He's like, "Oh, cool." And then he just gave me a fist bump. Like, that's just was his reaction. I was like, just a very positive reaction because I've gotten some negative reactions from people. But he's like, "That's cool." And then he was like, "I don't make you uncomfortable, but you're my first." So I'm like, it was a joke. I thought it was funny. I don't know if you guys thought, but I was like, it was funny to me. But it was just like a very like positive experience for me since I've gotten a few negative experiences in the past from strangers. Generally, like on the bus or I was going to a Jamaican restaurant. It's usually some drunk, sadly black guys like ask me if I have a pussy or a cock or something like that, and they need to know and like very like aggressive towards me. So it was nice to have a positive experience with people, especially in retail and coming to suits because I know I don't look like I come from money, look like I have money, and I don't. So it was just a nice experience, and how he reacted was just, it's good to know there's nice people out there. And I realized I have to learn a lot about menswear. I mean, like professional wear. Um, emotionally, mentally. My anxiety has increased. I am on medication for it to help with that a little bit. And I think it stems from just dysphoria and also just stress right now because I'm worried about getting top surgery to help me, like, in life in general to deal with my dysphoria, but my insurance won't cover it. So now I'm contemplating finding a new job with insurance that will cover it. But now that I'm in this kind of weird, to me, in between, um, I'm worried about interviews, how people like my name, and I have a guy's name and everything, but then they see me, how are they going to react? Looking at going into these interviews, like, are they going to be LGBTQ friendly or not? I mean, not that I want to work somewhere like that, and then I worry about other things like my hair. Like, I don't want to change how I look or present myself. I want to be me without, like, trying to be corporate America. I did have an interview. The guy was, like, really cool. He's like, you seem like a bright guy. Like, it didn't faze him. I don't know if he registered that I was trans or not, but it was just a good experience. The sign, they did have a sign in their office saying that no discrimination against anybody that comes in, because it was more of like a clinic kind of thing, office setting. So I mean, it was another positive experience. I don't get as sad as much as I used to. I think I'm actually might be because I'm happier. It's also summertime. Seasonal depression is a thing for some people. I don't cry. Not that I cry a lot. Like when I was growing up, on average, I probably cried every once a year or once every 6 months. I went through a phase for like a year where I was crying often. But recently I have not been crying. I think maybe, I don't even, like, getting really upset crying maybe once about something. But it was just like a serious, like, intense situation that caused me to cry. But I really don't cry. I do get angry, but it's not really angry. I get more, like, annoyed with people. And my fuck it is strong. I'm just like, if I'm not great at my job or someone's annoying me at work, I'm just like, fuck it, like, I just don't care. Like, you're mad at me? Whatever. It's not a big deal. I do get annoyed, so I have to kind of, like calm myself down a bit so I don't get angry or up there. But it's not too bad, I feel. Like, I'm trying to eat healthy, go to the gym, and do things so I relieve stress. Especially looking for a job and stuff right now, and top surgery and all that. It's a lot going on right now. But overall, I think I'm doing pretty well. I mean, I'm adjusting to some of the physical changes that I don't want, like hair on my back. I'm loving the other changes, my voice, my facial hair, gaining muscle and strength quicker than I used to. But it's like a learning curve with certain things. Like, I wasn't raised by society as in a male role, so there's certain things that I'm going to have to learn later in life now that I might have learned if I was 5, if I was allowed to identify with the gender that I feel that I am. So that's a thing. Yeah, and I think that's about it. I feel like I'm just going into a circle here, so I'm just going to wrap this video up. If you guys have any questions, feel free to, like, message me or comment down below. Keep you guys posted.